It's now time for Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of the staff nor the management of KWN TV 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Now, let's go Around Town on KWN TV 7.
Oops.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Around Town here on KWN TV. Hello, Cheryl.
Hi, Evan.
And hello to everyone out there that is tuning in for this week's edition of Around Town.
On this beautiful, sunshiny day.
Yeah, depending on when you're watching the show, we hope that it will be.
Yeah, right now it's a beautiful, sunshiny. See, look, it's a beautiful, sunshiny day.
Well, in the studio, it's always sunshiny, I guess.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
All right, there you go. The square looks all lit up.
The square's all lit up.
Sunshiny day.
It's not fall.
Johnny Nash, by the way, 1972.
Painted that? Oh,
Johnny Nash.
sunshiny day.
I can see clearly now.
Yeah, the
It's
rain
gonna be
is
a bright-
gone.
Yeah, bright, sunshiny day. There
It'll
you
be
go.
back tomorrow, but it'll be gone the rest
Well,
of
it
the week.
depends. If you're watching the show on Wednesday, it's probably raining.
Well, we said it's already Monday. It's Monday, folks.
Well,
27th.
it could be Saturday. If you're sitting at home and you're watching it on Saturday afternoon, we appreciate it. Because this show where...
Is it really? I wrote it down wrong all week. It's
What's-
26th.
yeah.
I've been writing the 27th on everything I wrote today.
Well, you're wishing your life away.
It means
This is the week of the 27th. That is the only thing that we can technically tell you that will remain true no matter when you're watching the show. Because for those of you that are watching on Saturday, it's already March. If
isn't
that's
that
not
horrible?
confusing.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's flying. It's flying.
Yeah, so Around Town is on the air, and we're glad that you have joined us. And got a good show today. I'm excited a little bit later on. Got a lady that's retiring we're going to have on.
Gotta envy her.
And that's going to be, we're not going to say really any more about that.
No, you gotta
See-
stick around and wait and see who it is.
Yeah, that
be
is
worth
true.
it.
But it'll be pretty neat.
So, I talked about it with Mike this morning. I'm gonna let everybody out here because a lot of people have been kind of. I started a diet a while back, and of course we have fallen off the wagon, and we're getting back on it. I did Zumba Thursday. Have you ever done a Zumba class?
No.
Wow. Okay. I didn't die, obviously. I made it through it. Well, Saturday, my kids, my boys, Wes and Luke, took me, my mom, my dad, and Luke's little girlfriend to Rodizio's.
Oh, that's great.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's good stuff.
It is
That
ridiculous.
is good stuff.
All right, so-
Did you go to the new one or the one downtown?
Downtown.
Oh, that's good stuff.
So you know how you feel.
I haven't been to the new one yet.
You know how you feel when you walk out of there.
Oh, yeah. I'm all for it.
We went
Let's get a
bowling.
bus load. That's good.
We went bowling.
Wow.
Oh my! Do not go bowling after eating at Rodizio's.
We're going to talk about bowling on this program coming
Yeah,
up
yeah,
here
yeah.
a little bit. But
Bowling, man,
so bowling after the Rodizio Grill.
not recommended. But let me tell you, the bowling hurt worse than the Zumba. How long has it
Okay.
been since you've been bowling?
About a year. I usually go to the Optimus Club bowling tournament.
Did you not get a little bit sore after you've not been for so long?
Yeah, wrist, I guess, a little bit.
No, my everything that moved hurt. I just
Well, I mean, I try to walk, and I mean, so my legs and stuff don't hurt when I go do that. I mean, you know, I get out and walk, and
I don't think it's as much as the walking as the stretching and the bending over and the, you know.
that is true.
So anyway, I'm dying. I'm literally like I've been hit by a truck on the couch Sunday, right? And I get a text message from a friend. Spin class Wednesday. Like, oh my God. Okay.
What's a spin class?
I don't know, but I think you sit on stationary bikes and you got to go so fast and get it up to so many yards and do that for like a solid hour.
Okay, I can see where you could go around and around and around. That's spinning. So I don't know about going
That's-
on a bicycle. That's
Pedaling.
pedaling. Pedal class.
A pedal class. And then I have Zumba again Thursday. But the Tuesday, I did the Citizens Academy.
How'd that go?
It was really, really interesting. This first class was more of an informational class, things that you didn't realize that they have to budget for, and, you know, where the money comes from and why it's important that we shop in Dade County, that we patron in Dade County, and, you know, that way our tax dollars go where they need to go. They go back in here. A lot of people don't realize, and I had actually, I did sheriff talk a few weeks ago with Ray, and we touched on the fact that medical expenses for the prisoners has to come out of the budget. I really.
I've always had. I've known that, of course. Been in law enforcement years ago, but it always kind of. I didn't think it was right that if
they should get a bill.
If a person is arrested for doing something wrong, and they have health insurance, if they're in the jail, their insurance should pay if they're having a health problem.
And they should receive a bill for the balance after.
And if they're in there, it should not be up to and they call it the state, which
the county,
which is the government responsible for the health needs. I've never, I understand it. I've never thought it was 100% correct.
And I don't.
I think it needs to be probably just the same as if someone's outside, and can't pay. Then
they
of
need
course,
to get a bill.
Then they get the treatment.
The sheriff, is responsible to take them to the doctor. I can see that if they're sick, but then that person is responsible for that bill. It's not. It shouldn't be the sheriff. It shouldn't be the county.
Now that's the unfortunate thing. It is because I've done sheriff talk now for. We're talking about a show that airs here on this program where the 4-county basically that we talk about law enforcement in the 4-county area, but a lot of the sheriffs have talked about it before. The cost of inmate medical could be huge.
They said that they've seen cases, now they can't prove it, but where people have needed dental work and they go do something minor so that they end up in the jail. And
that's the way it appears in the jailhouse now.
Yeah, right.
But it shouldn't be that way.
It shouldn't be that way.
Especially if you have insurance. Your insurance should be
liable first.
Just because you committed a crime don't mean that your responsibilities for paying your own way in life cease.
My previous
or shouldn't anyway.
My previous experiences, I did medical billing, and my department was focused on liability. It was focused on workers' comp. It was focused on people that fall at, we're going to say Ingalls. Say somebody fell at Ingalls. Now, did you know if you go to, and I had people. This has happened when I was years ago.
We'll just say a business in Minnesota.
Just somewhere. Yeah.
That way we don't have
like the store that I used to work at, we had them on video. Somebody went and squirted baby oil on the floor, and then another person slipped in it. They had it set up. So,
those people should go to jail.
Exactly. Well, then you have the cases
it's called insurance fraud.
Where someone had slipped on a grape. Okay. Now, that was the store's fault, But regardless, did you know if you fall at Walmart, at whatever store, any business, and you slip and you fall on something, everybody thinks, well, great, they're going to pay. No, your insurance gets billed first.
Well,
a lot of people don't realize that, even though it's the store's fault.
I don't have a problem with that.
Even though it's the store's fault.
Personal responsibility at all.
First, to look at where you're stepping.
It should be personal responsibility always. Mm-hmm. Always. If we got up in the morning and says personal responsibility, I'm responsible for the things that I do, this world would be a lot better.
So don't think that you're going to go trip at a big store and get a lot of money. No, because your insurance gets billed first, and the store is only responsible for what your insurance doesn't pay.
And yes, there is neglect. There is no problem. There is neglect on all kinds of different levels, and people should be held responsible. But being personally responsible, and for that person or those two people that you're talking about that staged an event where they could try to sue, they should go to jail.
Well, as soon as we told them we had video, they felt better and they left.
Wow.
Well,
I'll tell you, I want to go over a few things, and I'll tell you, and then we've got a very, very special guest that's coming up a little bit later on in the program who has just announced their retirement. Now, we haven't told who it is yet. But when we get them up here, they'll a lot of folks in the whole tri-state area will know this person. But we also, before then, we've got a video. Now, and a lot of people know this. A lot of people know about the story about the Independence Day today, and some folks do not. I was kind of taken back a little bit. There were several people that didn't know, but
We had seceded. Mm-hmm.
if you've been around the county for the last 4 or 5 years, you probably, and maybe attended a Dade County Days or something, you may have seen or heard about where. And if you've ever been to the old courthouse up on the platform there's actually a plaque that tells about it. I
Right.
mean, so if you've ever explored your own courthouse, you probably have seen this plaque. But Channel 3, a reporter from Channel 3 earlier, did a neat little segment on it, and we're going to share that with you coming up. I think he did an excellent job of kind of giving you. There's two different sides of it. There's a myth side, and then there's some actual credibility side.
The one thing I wish that he had touched on, and because I have ran across people with me, that do not know this, that the first 4 years the Georgia Quarter was minted, Dade County wasn't on it.
Yeah, which has nothing to do with the
And then
the
they
state of
reminted.
Dade.
Yeah, but then they reminted it with Dade County on there.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
when you're reading about it, all that comes up though.
well, yeah, because we made issue about it here because technically that little slice was left off, and I think it was just something the way they laid something out.
It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, right. It wasn't intentional.
Right.
But it did appear that the fact that that little slice of
It didn't come to
Georgia,
a point. It came to a flat.
which the little slice of Georgia just happened to be the exact slice it appeared
Dade
that
County.
Dade County was, because it's a slice right up there at the top of the county line as it connects with Walker County. It's just a slice, and you'll know people's reaching for the quarters now. Looking.
Yeah, and it was only the first 4 years, so you have to have one of the first 4 years of the minted Georgia quarters because.
And if you
it was
have one of
corrected
those, they're absolutely
they're worth a quarter.
A quarter.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Now, I do have a friend that was putting a bunch of stuff on eBay, and he said he was having so much fun with it that he ran out of stuff that he looked over and here was a quarter sitting on his desk. And he said, "This is nothing special. It's just a quarter. It's got this many ridges. It was minted in Philadelphia, and it's got 100 and however many ridges around it. Da 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 da." He got like $25 for that quarter.
Well, get your quarters out.
That's all I can say.
Maybe that same guy that was looking on eBay needs a mate to that other quarter.
He might. Maybe that's the year he was born, and that's.
Hey, who knows? I want to go over a few things right fast before we go to our first break, and we come back and we see that video that we were talking about. Westbound Community Center is going to have a meal, and they're, of course, always a great place to go. It's going to be March the 8th. They're going to have the meal in the evening. It's a membership drive and a fundraising dinner, and they want folks to join the Westbound Community Center. That's at Lookout Mountain on Griffin Road, and if you've ever been one of their meals, you'll want to put March the 6th or March the 8th, I'm sorry, on your calendar. And they want everybody to come. Westbound Community Center, they will have a fundraising dinner, membership drive, and March the 8th, 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay.
Wow. And they do great food. Great food. Oh, it's good stuff. Dade Elementary School pre-K registration is going to be this week. Next week, Tuesday, March the 6th, and that's going to be kindergarten from 12 until 1, pre-K from 1 to 6. Spaces are limited. Dade Elementary for pre-K and kindergarten registration, 657-6165. For more information. This is out on Sand Mountain, but Rosalie Church of God is going to be having Saturday, March the 3rd, a singing and also special preaching, and they invite everyone to attend. That's going to be Saturday, March 3rd, 6:30 Central Time at Rosalie, and it's just down from the four-way stop there at Flat Rock. And for those of you that know where Flat Rock's at in the four-way stop, you know exactly how to get there. And the Trenton Dade Optimist Bowling, see, I told you you were going to get to bowling. Bowling tournament's coming up, and it's going to be at the Hickson Holiday Bowl Sunday, March the 25th, from 2 until 4. And we bowled in this for several years. And if you'd like more information, you can contact Sarah Moore at 398 $13.92, or Peter Savelli at 667-3889.
Yep.
So, Trenton Optimist Club Bowling Tournament. This is their annual fundraiser. They do a lot of things. Hope for the Holiday program, youth and internet safety programs, Tri-State Sports for the football and basketball contest for the youth. They do the oratorical contest. I mean, that's just how they raise a lot of their funds.
Right.
I mean, the list really goes on and on. But it's got to be March 25th, Sunday afternoon, 2 to 4. Hickson Holiday Bowl, Hickson Pike. That's up above Abba's house on Hickson Pike.
I know where it is. Yeah.
Yeah, that's close to Birchwood. That ain't
No,
far
really.
from Birchwood.
Well, if they put a bridge in, it would be.
Well, yeah, you just skip a rock across that water.
At Wolf Teever, I mean, if they put a bridge across Wolf Teever, you'd end up right in Hickson, so it would be perfect.
Well, I tell you what, we got a break coming up. We're going to come back. We're going to show you that video that the news clip, if you will, from Channel 3. They did a good job showing Dade County, and Donna Street's even in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Stay with us. Lots more still to come. You're watching Around Town on KWN TV.
Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. At 402 North Cedar Avenue in South Pittsburgh, 4765 Main Street in Jasper, and at 14087 Highway 28 in Whitwell. Providing the highest standard of customer services with a personal touch. Our associates can help you with personal loans, personal lines of credit, a variety of mortgage loans, and more. And we offer real-time internet banking too. See us in South Pittsburgh, Jasper, and Whitwell today. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank Marion Countyans will ever need. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Roscoe Pico Train. I want an all-points bulletin on Comfort Gallery in Kimball. See, they must be up to something. Their trucks are all over. That's very suspicious activity.
Ooh, I love it, I love it. Possible on a gunbush ship. Gary and all them just good old boys having a big sale, and they deliver free of charge.
Enos, you dipstick. There's no way they're delivering that much furniture. Their trucks are everywhere.
It's because of their great prices and service, Chef. They have catnap recliners for $269, new queen mattress sets $299, king-size mattress sets $399, memory foam pillows $19.99, queen-size chairs, sleigh beds $299, lift chairs and adjustable beds also on sale.
Enos, will you hush? I heard all that. I love it, I love it. Check out Comfort Gallery Mattress. And they're having a big sale. They offer free delivery and setup. 6 months same as cash. Ooh, free 1 year layaway and even a no credit check payment plan. I love it, I love it. They're open 7 days a week and accept most major credit cards. Ooh.
The Moore family name has built a legacy of trust, compassion, and peace of mind by standing with families during time of loss. Now in our 70th year, the Moore family commitment grows even stronger, from affordable traditional services to cremation. Our experienced staff stands ready to follow through on you and your family's wishes. Since 1945, the Moore family of funeral homes, North Sand Mountain and Trenton, always dedicated to those we serve.
Rising Fawn Hardware is your place for all your gardening needs. Seeds, onion sets, cabbage, strawberry plants, and more. A complete line of home hardware items, too. Everything for the house, including plumbing, hardware, and metal roofs. Plus, Rising Fawn Hardware has everything you need for your livestock, including name brands like Nutria, Tucker, and Faithway. Always with a hometown atmosphere, it's Rising Fawn Hardware. 4300 Highway 11 South in Rising Fawn. Open 8 in the morning till 6 at night, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 8 to noon on Wednesday. Even open on Saturday from 8 until 4. Rising Fawn Hardware.
Back now to KWN TV. It's Around Town, and we are rolling through this week's program. Still got that special guest coming up just after probably the bottom of the hour. And I'll tell you what, I'm not. We're still not going to say the name.
No.
Well, I guarantee you, a lot of folks have seen this person over the years as you've been in. I don't even want to say if it's
No.
their business.
Yeah.
So there you go. We'll just say it that way. So
I want to
anyway,
talk about the banquet real quick.
yeah.
We have the Chamber Banquet coming up on March 17th, and that's going to be at the Civic Center at 6 p.m. This year's theme is a night at the movies, so we're encouraging everyone to dress up because we are giving awards away for the best actor.
Popcorn is the main course?
Close. No.
There is popcorn if you're having
There's
a movie.
going to be popcorn and nachos, and it's a night at the movies. We're not having a movie. It's a night at the movies. So we're giving awards away for the best actor, best actress, and best movie couple. So come dressed up as one of, somebody. The feature is going to be...
Gotta have popcorn at the movies.
There's going to be a popcorn stand, and there's going to be candy and popcorn and Coke.
Butter?
And popcorn butter the best.
It's probably one of the three things that are... Well, actually, probably one of the five things.
You don't get this
that
figure
are
not
actually-
eating butter on your popcorn.
Buttered popcorn is probably one of the, at least in the top 5 or the top 10 of things that are probably illegal in most states. If you eat too much of it.
God,
that is
yeah.
good stuff.
Have you ever had the popcorn that at the store you pop and you pour? It's got the movie theater butter that you pour over it.
It's still not the same.
Oh, but it's good.
better.
It's better.
It's better, but it ain't the same. I don't know where they get that kind of butter.
You can order it online. Don't ask me how I know. Anyway, it's March 17th, and our feature is how to roast a banker. So this year we are roasting.
Before he was ever in the banking business, he was a politician. You know that, don't you?
Well, that's why he's in the banking business. It's either a banker or an attorney. I mean, that's your choices.
No, he was a politician. He spent time. He was our tax commissioner.
Oh wow!
And probate judge.
Well, we
judge.
are roasting the one and only John Bradford from the Bank of Dade.
He was. That's the reason you'll still hear me call him Judge Bradford.
Well,
And he says, I'm one of the few that still do. I said, well, once somebody has been elected judge, that is or appointed, that's the normal. Even after they've left office, you still call them.
I'm on Facebook, and one of my I friended an old teacher, my 4th grade teacher, Miss Hahn. Me and her got friends on Facebook, and I sent her an instant message, and I said, do I still have to call you Miss Hahn, or is it Karen now?
Miss Hahn.
So, it's
absolutely, I can answer that.
But kind of like you were saying, it's all,
I would just feel this.
I know.
I couldn't do. I couldn't call them.
Years ago, I worked at Food Max, and
I would never call Miss Newgard by her first name.
Well, my boss at Food Max was Mr. Pilkington. That was always his name. Well, years later, I went to work at Walmart, and he was the store manager there. And there they go by first names. And I walked up to him. I said, I'm not calling you Alan. I've never.
Now he was a school teacher, though, right?
No.
Oh,
he was my store manager at Food Max. And then he went to Walmart, and then years later, I went to Walmart, and he ended up being my store manager there. And I said, I can't call you Alan.
Okay.
I said, it's either Mr. P or Mr. Pilkington. I can't.
Well, I just think it's a matter of respect.
They earned a respect, yeah.
Yeah.
So I told her, that's what I told Miss Holland. I said,
And
can't
that's
do that.
another thing. I started out the program and said if people take personal responsibility, and if we had respect back into our daily lives, wouldn't that be so much
I
better?
literally about had a heart attack the other day because I was walking into the post office, and this guy couldn't have been more than 16, 17 years old, held the door and let 2 or 3 older people in.
As they should have.
And right, but you just don't
what
get
I'd
that
say
anymore.
about that? Somewhere he's been raised right.
Somewhere he got a whipping.
No, not necessarily whipping, but he was raised right.
He was.
He was raised right. And that's the unfortunate thing, and I don't want to start talking about any, but there is so many younger adults even that, for whatever reason, have forgot how they were raised.
They forgot
if
what
they
got
were
them here.
raised right.
So I mean, I like to trip all over myself.
I know one of the gentlemen that's coming on in the last half of the show, he was raised right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it's just certain things that you should do, but respect is
Holding the door, as simple as holding the door.
The ladies always go through first,
or the elderly.
See it?
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's not even hard to learn.
It's
really not.
I was going into a gas station one day, and there was this elderly. He was a vet, and I remember it was an older black man. He was walking with a cane, and he had his "I'm a veteran" hat on. And I went and helped to hold the door for him. He said, "No, ma'am, And he had to be twice my age.
There you go.
And he took
was
the
raised
door
right.
from. He took the door from. I'm sitting here. Wait, you're 80. You're walking with a cane, and still that kind of respect, you know. So he was raised right.
That's
so.
exactly right. Exactly right.
All right, we
Well,
got
hey,
the video.
earlier this morning, if you were watching this week, I don't, and they may show it several times, but Channel 3, John Martin, who is one of the morning reporters on Channel 3, did an excellent piece on Dade County.
Right.
And even got to sit down and talk with one of our historians and retired librarian and long-term educator here in Dade County, Miss Donna Street. And anyway, we want to show you this. And if those of you that know about the Independent State of Dade story versus the myth and exactly what happened, it's a very interesting story. And I thought he done a good job in 3 minutes putting it together and giving you a little bit of information. So we're going to show you that here on Around Town.
All right, here's a little story about Dade County, Georgia. See, back in 1860, states were deciding whether or not they wanted to secede from the Union or not. People here in Dade County got so fed up with lawmakers in Atlanta, they said, phooey on all of you. Not only are we going to secede from the United States, we're going to secede from the state of Georgia, and we're going to create our own state, the state of Dade. And what makes this remarkable is that due to the geography and the topography of the region, people across the state of Georgia said, yeah, all right, that sounds fine with us. And it stayed that way for 85 years until post-World War II, when a patriotism was swelling up in the heart of every American. And the people here in Dade County said, it's time for us to rejoin the United States. So on July 4th, 1945, down came the Confederate flag, up came the red, white, and blue of the American flag. And once again, Dade County, Georgia was part of the USA. There are numerous articles here in the archives of the downtown Chattanooga Library discussing the free state of Dade and coming back to the Union. None more may be telling than this. From 1945, a quote from Harry Truman saying, "I am delighted to hear of the determination of Dade County to celebrate the glorious 4th of July by returning to the Union. The wheel has come to a full circle after 85 years. Welcome home, pilgrims." Admittedly, there are some holes in this whole state of Dade story. Unfortunately, most of the records were lost during Sherman's March to the Sea, as Dade County's courthouse was actually burned down, including all the documents inside. So right now we're headed to Trenton to speak with my good friend Donna. She is kind of the historian of all things Dade County. So does it seem a little bit like this actually happened, or is this kind of one of these folklores that have been handed down generation after generation?
All right. The 1945 event actually happened.
Right.
But I give credit to creative politicians who were trying to bring tourists and recognition to this community because they loved it and they knew that we had been separated. We had a new state park called Cloudland Canyon. We had a new highway across Lookout Mountain. They had begun to get, pull people in. They wanted to continue. And there was a big, if you read a lot of those old newspaper articles, it's Tennessee's governor, Chattanooga's people, and Dade County people trying to get attention to this area for tourism, just like we do today.
So whether or not it really happened, all we know now is that Dade County is a beautiful place to be.
Well, they should come here because it's beautiful and it's fun, and the people are generally wonderful.
Yay, very nice.
I thought he done a great John Martin, Channel 3, done a great job, 3-minute piece. And, you could talk a half hour on it, but, putting it all together, I thought he did an excellent
Wonder
job.
what brought that up, what brought it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's doing, some good positive pieces by
Just county to county.
county or what they're doing. I don't get to watch their morning show, but he done a good job, and thought we'd share that with everybody.
Very informative 3 minutes.
He done a good job. He works over there with David Carroll, and
God love him.
Oh my goodness!
We've all got those people that are. No, I'm kidding. I love David Carroll.
I was at an event pretty much all day Saturday with David, you know, and he's kind of relaxed. We were in a relaxed atmosphere, you know, and it was all casual. We was at we used to, it was birthday week with WFLI, and we were all there. There's probably 40, 50 of us there, and you know, it was just kind of relaxed. And folks that used to work at Fly was there, and then obviously the thing that happened at the about 7 o'clock or 7:30, I get a notification from Channel 3, and David is now on live television in a suit and a tie.
Wow!
And of course, then they were doing live because of what they originally thought was a shooting type situation
at the mall.
I think they've kind of, Chattanooga has kind of figured it out. It was probably some type of riot type of thing or whatever. They did find a gun, but no shots were fired or whatever. But to say that David had left the event, I guess he got home and they called him and said, get a suit on and get to the station. So he was on, you know. I thought, well, I just seen him a little while ago. He didn't look like that.
It's a full-time job.
Well, you have to. You got to be able to go and put things together and get on the air. I mean, that's his job. So.
All right, our mystery guest is about to be revealed. Yeah. Our mystery guest is about to be revealed. So.
And I'm going to step aside, and then the mystery guest will be here, and you can ask away the questions and all kinds of stuff. All right.
I'm the one that just moved here, so.
How long have you been here?
Well, there's kind of this. We moved here. We bought our house December 22nd, 2010, but then shortly thereafter we found out I had to have brain surgery, so then I was on the couch for a year. Then I was on the road for 3 years, so technically 2015.
Wow.
Yeah, because the first 4 years, I mean, I just didn't. So that first year for sure I didn't meet nobody because the couch was pretty much my home.
Yeah, well, but you recovered.
Yeah, I did. Way quicker than they ever anticipated.
That's a neat,
it's a blessing.
And that's a story
in
for
itself.
Another segment.
For another show.
For another show.
Yeah.
We'll take a break and we'll have our guest on coming up right after this. You're watching Around Town on KWN TV.
Tennessee Valley Net, your local provider of fiber optic high-speed internet, TV with over 200 digital channels available, and phone service with lots of extras. Fiber optics from TVN is expanding to many areas. Call and see if TVN is available in your area. 706-657-4367 or log on at tvn.net today. Bundle and save on fiber optic high-speed internet, digital TV, and phone service. All from Tennessee Valley Net. 706-657-4367. Online at tvn.net. A time-tested financial institution equipped with the latest banking technology, the Bank of Dade, with mobile banking to fit your on-the-go lifestyle. Download our latest app today for your iPhone, Android, or tablet to bank on the go. Check your balance, pay bills, make deposits, and keep track of your account anytime and anywhere with the Bank of Dade's smartphone app. Make life easier by using today's most advanced banking technology to your advantage. Call us at 657-6842 or visit on the web at bankofdade.com. Your hometown bank since 1956, the Bank of Dade. Main offices on Highway 11 North in Trenton, and drive-thrus on Highway 11 North and Highway 136 West. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Gross Furniture in Trenton, Georgia, you get the savings, the selection, and the satisfaction of getting the furniture you deserve at the prices you want. Come in, relax, and take your time. Our staff can assist you with the entire process, from expert advice to professional delivery. That's because Gross Furniture is local and treats you with honesty. Just north of the Courthouse Square on Highway 11 in Trenton. Gross Furniture, the home furnishing store that offers you more.
Looking for a great way to change your look? You'll find the friendly professionals at A Classy Cut Salon ready to care for you. A Classy Cut Salon is in the Gross Shopping Center next to the Dollar General. We serve men and women of all ages at A Classy Cut Salon. Call 657-5607. That's 657-5607 for an appointment, or just walk right in for your next classy cut from A Classy Cut Salon in the Gross Shopping Center, Highway 11 North in Trenton.
When you or a loved one is facing a life-limiting illness, hospice care may be the answer. At Tapestry Hospice, the patient is the focus of our care. We are here to serve you and facilitate your wishes. Tapestry caregivers are concerned with managing your pain, keeping you in touch with your physician, and helping you make plans for the future. Hospice is life-affirming, and Tapestry Hospice can help you deal with all aspects of life, mind, body, and soul. Call Tapestry Hospice for more information. 706-383-8812. That's 706-383-8812. Tapestry Hospice. Redefining hope.
To Hawkin now.
Utah.
All right, we are back with Around Town and our surprise guest. Brian, I will let you do the introduction.
Let me do the introduction.
Yeah, I think you know we're here better than anybody.
I do. Well, I'll let you know who I am. I'm Brian Wooten with Brickwoo Creative Group here in town, but this is my mother, Geneva, from Geneva's Restaurant, who just officially retired 2 hours and 7 minutes ago. So we'll let her talk. She says she thinks I'm going to do the talking, but
I'm going to ask you some questions, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be great. How long ago what made you want to open a restaurant to start with? Did you like to cook, or was you just?
I liked cooking, and I started doing it.
Did you start out just like inviting people over to eat, and then it got bigger, and you just kind of had to branch out?
I really don't know.
you might go way back. You can go back to the story you told this morning at 13 years old. You can go back there.
I'm not going to say way back like he did.
Yeah, right.
Go back to when you were 13.
You can go back to the 13-year-old story with your dad.
Oh, yeah. My father got killed when I was 13. And I had to take care of my family and help my mother.
Mm-hmm.
And my youngest sister and brother called me Mama and her too Mama.
Oh, how funny.
Yeah. And it was then that she started getting involved in restaurants and working, trying to help provide for the family.
Right.
And she did that.
So I worked in restaurants all my life.
And then, what year did you start Geneva's?
80.
Do you remember? 1980.
1980.
Was it always in that location?
No, where Larry's restaurant is.
Mm-hmm.
I was there 8 years.
Yeah.
Then I've been out there 30.
Oh, wow. I've been there. I mean, I've been there a couple of times.
Yeah.
And I just gotta love good cooking.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was December. So I was raised in the restaurant business. It was December 1979 that she got the business license.
Yeah.
And so I was just born in
79.
Yeah, I was just born in 77. She opened really it was 38 years ago this month. It was February 6th.
Wow.
And so I was kind of born and raised there, and then in 1988 she had a heart attack. And that's what made her want to kind of lessen the business a little bit, make it smaller.
Right, right.
Do a little bit less work. She thought she'd work less, but she kept working. Working
I was
hard.
gonna quit, but
She's a hard worker.
As long as I'm moving, I'm happy. I'm not one of these people just sit there and. So, do you have a specialty? What is your thing? What's your specialty? Everybody that cooks got something. They feel like they cook better than anything else.
I guess it would be gravy and biscuits.
Right.
I was just going to say that. I've never made biscuits. My husband now makes the big cat head biscuits.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But I put my gravy up against anybody.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have a contest.
We need to have a gravy off.
Maybe that's a chamber event. We can do a big
Biscuit.
gravy and biscuit southern kind of contest.
Yeah.
We have chili cook-offs. Maybe we can do gravy and biscuit.
Yeah. There we go.
See, and you can still cook for people.
No.
I have
getting a gravy and biscuit.
The
cooking
first tape
contest.
I ever made with my dad was called Sausage Biscuits and Bluegrass. So
Oh,
now
really?
we can have gravy, biscuits, and something.
Right.
Yeah.
Bluegrass. Just make it a bluegrass event.
There we go. Biscuits, gravy, and bluegrass. And we'll just have a sausage. Yeah,
Right. We turned this into a chamber meeting.
we sure did. Look what we've done. Have everybody bring their crock pot full of whatever gravy and have taste testers. You could be the taste tester. You could be the judge. We won't even make you cook.
How about that?
I don't know.
But we could have a biscuit contest and a gravy contest.
Yeah.
There we go. Me and Brian, this is a good idea. It really is. You know, we're having a 1945 Dade County Fair coming up, and that might be a good place to do it.
Right.
A biscuit and gravy contest. Yeah. So biscuits and gravy, that's your best breakfast food. What do you do for dinner? What's your favorite dinner food? I like biscuit and gravy for dinner, too. But
Right.
that's beyond the...
She hasn't been open for dinner for quite some time, but she was open for lunch. So what?
For lunch.
What do you think everybody came to Geneva's for lunch for?
I don't know. Geneva's lunch.
Geneva's lunch.
Geneva's lunch, yeah.
Fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
Oh, do you make meatloaf?
Meatloaf.
She does make meatloaf.
They
Fried
love
okra.
the meatloaf.
Skillet fried okra. She did skillet fried okra. Old school, not...
Like cast iron skillet or...
Yes, just skillet fried okra, not deep fried, so that was a big deal. I saw a post on Facebook yesterday, because yesterday was officially your last day. And so I saw a post on Facebook where somebody took a picture of their plate and said, I can't believe this is the last time I'm going to have Geneva's macaroni and cheese.
Oh.
That was my number one.
Macaroni and cheese.
They loved it.
Now, see,
Children and all.
And macaroni and cheese, now, you can either make it or you can't. I mean, people think that's one of the easier things, and it's not. My son and I went to West Monroe, Louisiana, and that's where the Dake Dynasty people are, and they're always talking about that guy's mama's macaroni and cheese. So Luke was so excited, and we went to the restaurant, and he ordered her macaroni and cheese. He took one bite and pushed his plate away. He said,
Really?
He said, yours is way better. He said, this is
Wow.
horrible. So I was like,
Yeah, right.
so macaroni and cheese is one of those things. I
Macaroni and
love
cheese.
homemade macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. And that was hers.
That was us. They ate a lot of it.
There ain't a lot of box cooking at my house. You can't get a good figure eating out of a box. You just can't. You know. But
So-
the home cooking.
Yes.
What are you planning on doing now that you're retired? Do you know yet?
Running the roads, I guess.
Have you ever been on a cruise?
Yes.
Oh, see, I've never been on a cruise. That's going to be the first thing I do.
Right.
You need to go on a good vacation.
One of my nephews lives in Arizona,
Yes.
and he told me I was coming out there and stay with him about 3 months.
Well, I wouldn't fight him.
I know, you might go.
Yeah. I love heat, so I would go.
Right. He lives in Tombstone.
Tombstone, Arizona.
Oh, there's a lot of tourist stuff there. There's a lot of stuff you can look. Have you ever been?
Yes, a lot.
Oh, okay. So, see, yeah, there's a lot you can do there. You need to go to Las Vegas.
Check you out. I could see you there with those slot machines.
I've never been there.
You can travel the world in Las Vegas, for real. I mean, you can go. Everything's right there in that one little strip.
I've done a lot of traveling with one of my customers, Morris Powell.
Yeah.
He loves to travel.
Now, do you still, even though you own the restaurant and you've been cooking for everybody for all these years, do you still do Thanksgiving dinner at home?
I have until this year.
You didn't
this
do it
past
this year?
year I didn't do it.
You didn't cook anything this year, did you?
No, I didn't.
It felt good, didn't it?
Yes. It did. No, I didn't have it. But
Yeah.
we used to.
Oh, yeah. I've tried it. Thanksgiving dinner, I usually do it every year, but I do it the Sunday after because all my kids, that way they get to go to the girlfriends and the wife, you know.
Right.
So we do it on Sundays, and then I invite people from the community to come eat. So usually a lot of the Flat Park people would come and
Yeah.
eat, and I wrapped the whole turkey in bacon one year, smoked
man.
bacon one year before I cooked it, and we brought it over to the table, and we were all, we said our prayer, looked up, and the dog was licking
Oh,
it.
no.
Oh, no.
Just the leg. Just the one leg. So I just took that one. I had to have a turkey, but yeah, just the one. He had just put his little paws up there and got a
Oh,
little bite
man.
off that corner leg.
Man, you wrapped the whole thing in bacon?
And smoked bacon. And I
Smoked
raised the
bacon.
pig. So it was all organic.
Oh, wow.
No, it was all fresh smoked bacon.
And then you fry it, and it's really healthy and tasty.
You know, I'm a country girl, just saying, but I actually make my bacon on a sheet in the oven.
Oh, right.
It's a little rack. It's a cooling rack. I just lay the bacon across it. That way it don't taste as good, though.
It's easier clean up.
But it don't taste as good.
Mm-mm.
I've never done that.
I don't recommend it, but I'm trying to cut back where I can. But now fried fatback, that's my go-to. Streaked meat.
She maybe not. Mom won't do that.
I don't do that.
Fried streaked meat. We'd fry streaked meat and then take the grease and pour it over fresh sliced tomatoes.
Right.
Yeah, that's where all this came from. Eating with my granddaddy. That was my granddaddy's specialty.
What was your favorite part about owning the restaurant for 38 years? So almost 4 decades. What was your favorite part?
Making people happy.
Right?
Yeah, they love it.
Now, did you sell it to somebody that's going to try to keep it open, or is it?
Yes.
He is. He's going to try to keep it open.
They're going to keep the name Geneva's.
Okay.
They're going to change the menu a little bit, but still keep the Southern flair.
Did you share any recipes with them so they can have that one thing that's still Geneva's?
No, they didn't ask me for none.
Yeah. But they'll be open in about a month. They're going to close for a month and then reopen. So they're going to remodel and do a lot of different things.
Well, you'll have to go back and see how they're doing.
They want me to come out there.
Tell them about your table.
They're going to set me up a table with my picture on the wall. Want me to come out there and sit at it.
Well, you'll have to let me know when y'all do that, because I'll come do pictures for the chamber too.
Right?
Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah, it's kind of a neat little transition. So it's good for Mom. And then, like she said, they're going to have the table there with a plaque that says Geneva's Table.
Right.
They want her to come out anytime she can and sit there and,
So do you knit
talk
or
with her
crochet
customers.
or anything that you're going to spend your time with?
No, I don't do that. I haven't had time to learn.
Right, you've been running a restaurant.
She's been working since she was 13.
We found out that she doesn't watch TV, so she's going to have to learn how to watch TV.
Right.
Yeah.
Brian took my TV down there to the apartment.
Andy Griffith is on Netflix now, so just
right.
log her into Netflix. Every episode of Andy Griffith is on Netflix. I love it.
Yeah. I love Andy Griffith.
So that's a go-to. That's a go-to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she won't know what to do. Going from 60 or 70 hours a week working to having the freedom to do whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
A cat or a dog or something.
Right.
Maybe Brian put you to work.
Well, she's got 40 years of stuff from her house piled into her apartment right now that she's going to have to go through.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to have to work.
You're going to have to work for the first few months anyway, right?
Right.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
A lot.
That is awesome. Well, we are so glad that you came on the show with us today, and
thank you
you're
so
going to be
much.
missed, because I know a lot of the Flat Park people. I'm friends with those. I know a lot of those folks who used to love to go to Geneva's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, every time we're getting up in the morning, we're going to Geneva's. You know.
I hope they do a good job.
I do too. But you know, it won't ever be the same. So y'all be sure, if you see her out and about, say hi. Congratulations, retiring today after 38 years, Miss Geneva Wooten. We're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
NL Tax and Bookkeeping is ready to serve all of your tax needs. Nancy Anderton's been serving the tri-state area since 1978. Now you can get your taxes prepared with no out-of-pocket expenses. Ask about up to a $1,200 refund advance. It's fast, easy, safe, and convenient. NL Tax and Bookkeeping is open 8:30 a.m. till 6:30 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, and 8:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Questions about the Affordable Care Act? We have those answers too. And we offer a free form price comparison. Experienced and professional tax services. NL Tax and Bookkeeping. 500 Alabama Highway 73, 7 miles from downtown Trenton. Call today at 706-657-4758 or 256-597-2829. NL Tax and Bookkeeping. 706-657-4758 or 256-597-2829.
Hungry? How about Cloud's Pizza on Highway 71 in Higdon? Not only do we have pizza with dough made fresh every day, Cloud's Pizza serves a delicious hot food bar, and we make cookies fresh every day. Make sure to order the famous cheese sticks, made with that fresh dough and real Wisconsin cheese. And don't miss Fish Fry Friday. That includes catfish, hush puppies, and more for only $8.99 Friday, 4 p.m. to close. Cloud's Pizza, Alabama Highway 71 in Higdon, 597-3100. Open till 8, Monday through Saturday at Cloud's Pizza.
Methamphetamine affects everyone, your neighbors, your friends, and even your family.
Know the signs.
Physical symptoms include you may have extreme difficulty sleeping and even insomnia, and you may lose your appetite.
Know the signs. Please know the signs.
You can seem nervous and anxious and even have paranoia.
Know the signs.
Overheat easily and sweat without even being hot.
Know the signs.
Dilated pupils and even hair loss.
Know the signs.
Hallucinations and delusions. And you can also have tachycardia, which is a rapid heart rate.
Know the signs.
You may have liver damage and loss of skin elasticity.
Know the signs.
You may notice unexplained financial instability and social isolation.
Know the signs.
You may have a false sense of euphoria, coupled with strong depression and even risky behavior, legal trouble, memory loss, and repeated incarceration.
Please know the signs. Unfortunately, we do.
Well, I just decided to keep them. So we're going to finish out this 9 minutes. You are stuck with me for 9 more minutes. So.
Well, she's got all the time in the world.
So is Brian the only child, or do you have more?
I have one more son.
One more son. Is he older or younger?
And how many stepchildren do I have?
You want to count them all?
For real?
6 or 5.
You have 6 stepchildren.
And 1 daughter.
So, from oldest to youngest, I'll start oldest to
Here
youngest.
we go.
I'm the baby. So,
me too.
It's Sherry,
the oldest,
Kenneth, and Delane, Larry, Johnny, Vaughn, Stacy, and me.
Wow. Yeah, see, there were just 4 of us. So, but we were all girls. Daddy had his hands full.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
They all call me Mom.
Yep. Well, my mom now, she's actually my stepmom, but she's been my mom since I was 6 weeks old. So
right.
Really from birth, but Daddy married her when I was 6 weeks old, so she's my mom.
Your mom.
Yes.
Mom took care of all of them.
God, how did you have time to do anything? 6 kids, that's a lot. 6 or 7.
Altogether was 8.
Altogether was 8.
Yeah. So 6 stepchildren, which are just children.
At any
to
time,
us.
were y'all all in the same house? Were y'all all in the same house at the same time, or at any point?
Well, most all of them were already married when I had mine.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a big age gap between my oldest sister and me.
Okay.
So she is 77.
Wow.
And I will be 41.
Okay, so there was a big age gap.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That explains a lot.
Right.
So how many grandkids do you have?
Good gracious, that's a hard question.
Really?
Let me think.
I've got 8.
1, 2. They don't want to.
But I'll probably, yeah.
They don't want to see me count. But there's 1, 2.
I've got sandals
3, 4,
on. Do you need my
5,
toes?
6, 7.
Wow.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 grandkids.
14 grandchildren.
You know that you're retired, you're going to have to start cooking for everybody.
And then there's some great grandchildren in there.
So you say there might be some great grands by
Yes.
now.
Oh yeah, they're married.
So there are great grandchildren. And then great. No.
You don't have a great.
You don't have great grandchildren yet. No, you do.
You and Jason.
You do have great grandchildren. Great grandchildren.
Gracious.
Kenneth's grandchildren have kids, so you have great grandchildren too.
You're going to be a busy woman now that you're retired.
just cooking for the family is like cooking
Kenneth
for.
is very happy that I'm out of it.
That's my oldest brother.
That's the oldest brother.
Well, I was the baby too, so it was. But like I said, it was all girls, and Daddy says I was his only son out of 4 daughters. That's because I was always out. Where Daddy was, I was.
Right.
I could bush hog, I could plow, I could do, But don't ask me to like come inside and put makeup on and curl my hair. That just wasn't going to happen. So the older son, is he into music too, or was that just something you did, or?
That was just me.
Just him.
Me too.
Yep, none of the other kids were into music. So Dad played music. We've talked about that.
My dad plays.
So and your dad and my dad played in the same circles,
they probably
in the same
knew.
group of people.
I think we figured out they knew each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because
So-
my dad played his whole life, and his daddy played, and
That was Harvey's #1 goal.
Mm-hmm.
He used to play with the Nashville crew.
well, Daddy played with Johnny Cash and Flatt and Scruggs, and
Right.
Harvey did too.
Yep,
Same folks.
they had to play together. They had to.
Probably.
Yeah, Daddy and his daddy Buck played over at Bork Hospital. Do you ever remember hearing of Bork Hospital in Chattanooga?
No.
It's Hamilton County Nursing Home now. But it used to be Bork Hospital,
Right.
and they played over there every weekend. That's actually where he met my mama.
Wow.
So was playing music.
Harvey, he played a lot of places.
He did. It played all over,
Mm-hmm.
all the time.
He used to play at, what was that?
The Ryman
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and Warner Park. They used to do a lot of stuff at Warner Park and Lake Winnepesaukah.
Lake
Memorial
Winnepesaukah is what
yeah.
I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Daddy
He used
had
to
to
play
play
there a lot.
Daddy had to play a show there, and it was the same weekend that Loretta Lynn was there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
he used
Daddy-
to play with her.
Yep, Daddy rode the roller coaster with Crystal Gale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Her hair probably got caught.
He said it was short then.
Oh
she
yeah.
was riding in front of him,
Right.
and I asked him. I said, "Well, did it?" He said, "No." He said it was still short then. So
Harvey played with a lot of them.
where did
Nashville.
Where did he work?
At Geneva's restaurant.
Singer Cobble.
Where's that?
Yeah, he retired. He used to tell people he retired and went to work.
Right.
So he retired from the Singer Cobble Corporation.
Okay.
So
My granddad was at Combustion Engineering, so
Yeah.
I figured they might have.
he retired from there, and then they bought the restaurant. Went to work. Worked harder there probably than.
So did you get more than you paid for it? Because if you bought it 40 years ago, surely.
Yeah, right.
My grandmother paid $12,000 for her house when she sold it. 40
Yeah,
years
right.
later, right?
She's worked hard,
That's good. That's good.
so I don't know what all.
I can't even remember what we paid for that.
I don't remember either. It's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think. I mean, just the price difference. Me and Mike were actually looking today, and we were talking about minimum wage when we were working. It was $2.90 an hour, or $3 an hour. So I remember making $3.15 at my first job.
Right. Well, she used to pay me to clean tables when I was 6.
$1 a day,
When I was 6 years old, she'd pay me.
$1 a day.
You'd pay me $3 a day.
$3 a day.
Yes.
Wow.
I would
I
buy
thought
all
I
my
paid
G.I.
you
Joes.
$7 a week.
I'd only did it Saturdays and Sundays.
You and Jason.
Wow.
Jason helped you a lot
Right.
because he lived with us.
Yes.
Josh did too.
Those are grandkids.
2 grandchildren.
Those are 2 of the grandkids. And because of the age difference,
If he said y'all were the same age.
Jason and I were the same age.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I used to go to work with my dad. He worked for the Chattanooga Free Press, and I'd ride with him, and and that's how I learned to do a lot of my singing, is because we'd go down the road and practice singing harmony, and I'd
Yeah.
learn to sing tenor, and then I'd go through and I'd learn to do baritone, and that's all we did was play
Right.
music and sing.
And Daddy sang bass.
And
Right.
Harvey used to sing a lot at Lake Winnepesaukah.
Yeah, I got to do one show there.
Really?
So yeah, it was fun. It was fun. I like my music, so bluegrass music to me, it just doesn't get any better than bluegrass. So,
Harvey loved it.
yeah,
That was his life.
usually it is. Whenever you go down that route, that's what it is. So, one more time, if y'all see Geneva out and about, be sure and congratulate her and shake her hand and pat her on the back, give her a big hug. If she's a hugger, she might not be a hugger. I always ask that question first. But Geneva is retiring. She's retired officially as of like 2.5 hours ago. So give it a month or so, and the restaurant will be reopened. Give them a chance, see what they're doing, and maybe you can sit at Geneva's table.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. Me and Brian's going to talk about a biscuit and gravy contest.
You've been watching Around Town on KWN Community TV Channel 7. The views and opinions on tonight's program are not necessarily those of staff nor the management of KWN Community TV Channel 7 and Dade County Broadcasting Incorporated. Join us every week for another edition of Around Town on KWN TV 7.